What's up, guys? Welcome back. How you not day? Welcome back again to another video. Please try as much as possible as usual, guys, to support your boy. Like this video, comment, share, all on the platform. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Adam's link, and make sure you subscribe and then click the bell notification to get updates anytime, any day I upload. And meanwhile, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching this video from. So, firstly, let's talk about what this woman wrote. And she actually asked a really good question. She said, when I asked my teacher, Islamic teacher, why God could not just kill Satan and save us distress, that day I was beaten, that's why I realized there was something fishy about the general concept of religion. There was a lie somewhere they didn't understand and couldn't explain. I've asked myself question. I've asked why God decided to put that forbidden fruit in the Garden of Eden, knowing fully well that Adam and Eve will definitely eat that fruit because God is the all-knowing. He knows what will happen before it happens. He knows everything. He knows the beginning to the end. So why did he refuse to just end Satan's life from tormenting us and allowing Adam and Eve to commit sin? Have you asked yourself that question? I think that is a similar question. Why God didn't just end Satan's life? Well, there are some things in this world that no one can explain. I bet you, no matter the explanation, I don't think anybody have a concrete explanation on why God allowed things to happen, why God allows Satan to torment us, why God allow Adam and Eve to eat that forbidden fruit, why God allows so many things. I think nobody can give us a concrete explanation, but at the end of the day, there are so many things that in this world that we cannot explain. So the best thing for us, for me, I think, for me, the best thing that I would advise anybody to do is just forget about it, my brother and sister. Just forget about it because you go to search and search and search and nobody will give you concrete evidence because we are all human beings. It's only God. If God can come down and say, okay, this is the reason why I did this, and this is the reason why I did not do this. And meanwhile, if you read the book deeply, you might get some few reasons. But at the end of the day, nobody can actually give you a concrete reason why God decided to leave Satan to cease strife up to today. But on the day of judgment, I think we will all get that answer by the grace of God. And meanwhile, God is so many things. God is patient. God is kind. God is understanding. God, see, there are so many things that God is that we cannot explain. And meanwhile, you see devilish people still praying to God. And God somehow still allow them to do their devilishness. Well, guys, you can leave a comment below if there's imam or pastor here who want to explain further. Please leave a comment below because me, I want to know why God allowed devil to strive up to this day. And the next one is coming from Pastor Kumuyi. He said, I will return all your tithes and offerings if you are a sinner. The founder of Deeper Christian Life Ministry, Pastor William Kumuyi, has said he will return the tithe and offerings of any of his members who is still living in sin. According to a Daily Post, Kumuyi said this while addressing his members at the church headquarters in Lagos. He stressed that sinners who have refused to repent but support the church with their money are wasting their resources. While speaking on the importance of living a holy life, Kumuyi said, God does not need a sinner's money, stating that it is pointless for a sinner to pay tithes and offerings in the church. He was quoted as saying, if you are a sinner here, God does not need your money. All the money you are giving in the church does not get to God. You are just wasting your money. As a matter of fact, if I know the numbers of sinners here and how much they gave as tithes and offerings, I will remove it and give it back to them. God does not need it, and the church does not need it. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And sometimes these pastors cannot tell who is a sinner and not a sinner. He only preaches and advise you to obey God. Then he doesn't know how you go about getting your money. And sometimes I do not think it's the pastor place to ask his members, where are you getting this money from? How are you working to get this money? Is it right for a pastor to be asking their members that kind of question? Kindly leave your comment below. But I kind of like support him. And the next one is coming from Bishop Oyedepo. And he said something about social media. He said free access to social media is robbing youth of their future. Do you agree? Speaking at the 7th convention of the institution on Friday, June 18, the founder of Living Faith Church Worldwide said, "We must wake up from our slumber to deal with this monster. It unconsciously robs people of their future by robbing them of their time. This social media saga has enrolled the substance of destiny of most youth today. What is supposed to be a plus has suddenly become a major minus. This is because everything of value delivers through investment of time. Suddenly, we are faced with a generation on the wrong side of history. The honor of this generation has been wiped off. They chat all day with no time left to think, plan, program, and engage productively in the pursuit of any task. Many youth spend less than 10 to 20% of their time on their tasks per day. They can never match a generation that spends 70% and 80% of their time on their tasks. We must devise means to put a check on free access to social media. Okay, all the youth here, do you agree? Do you support Pastor Oyedepo on how to derive a means to put a stop on this free access to social media? You know, the federal government is about to sign a social media bill. They are working on it currently to control social and online media. And also, kindly leave a comment below as well. And let's talk about Bbnaija. Let's go over to Bbnaija a little bit. Well, here's a video. Two Bbnaija housemates. You know, there's this reunion going on currently. Well, there are a bunch of things they're talking about, but one particular incident that actually got my attention is between Dorathy and Wathoni. Wathoni said someone gave Dorathy a blowjob while in the house, and she apparently said this is the person who gave you a blowjob while you're in the house. We don't understand what she meant. And Dorathy acted as if she knew exactly what Wathoni was talking about. And she didn't even when somebody said that kind of thing, people say, who, me? But Dorathy never acted like that. She just said whatever. And she looked the other way. So Wathoni, are you a lesbian? And Dorathy, is it Wathoni or another person that gave you a blowjob? Well, let's listen to the video, guys.
Because you know I'm saying the right thing.
That's your business.
And you don't need to sweat.
I'm not even the cause of your problems.
No,
I'm not the cause of your problems.
The girl that gave it
Right.
in the house, for that matter.
Whatever.
A girl that gave you a blowjob in the house, for that matter. But something's really fishy here. And it seems like they know themselves. It seems so. And there are a lot of things in this big brother house that they are not showing. There are a lot of things that they are not showing. Just know that. It's not everything that they show. The camera cannot just be everywhere. No. Well, we're still gonna be unveiling this, and maybe someone might or maybe the next chapter, Ebuka might just bring it out to ask Dorathy, who actually gave you a blowjob? You know, just ask that question, because a lot of people are buzzing about it, and we all want to know who did that to Dorathy. And meanwhile, check out what Kid Wire wrote, another Bbnaija housemate. He said, If you are not providing, protecting, or prophesizing your love to a woman, then you are not ready for that relationship. So don't waste our time. Do you agree? Kindly leave a comment below. And also, I love what this guy wrote. This one is coming from Attorney Joshua Bosser. I actually love what he wrote, so I want you guys to listen closely. He said, kids are living at parents' house for longer, being smart and saving up money. I feel they should then contribute towards some household expenses. If renting a room apartment was 800 or 1K, what's a reasonable amount a child should be contributing to support the running cost of the house? Youngster and holders, make sure you are dropping some change to your mom or dad, auntie or uncle, nan or guardian here and there. It goes a long way. It ain't just about the money, it's also about thought. Good, very, very good advice there. You see people, kids, 20 years old, 21, 25, 30, 35, even 40, still staying with their father, staying in their parents' house. And yet, they go out, come back home, just eat food they see, go out, come back. They don't even contribute a dime. A dime. In fact, if you are staying, maybe, let me not go there yet. If you are above, I think if you are above 18 and you know you are earning some little change, you should be able to buy a soup. You should be able to buy this. At least spend like 200 naira, 500 naira on some minor things in the house, because you are staying longer in your father's house. So contribute. And also people who will just travel out of their city to visit their auntie, or to stay with their auntie in another city, or their uncle in another sister, or distant relation or friends in another city. Please try to also contribute. I've seen numerous issues of a friend, of a person leaving their father's house, their parents' house, to visit or to stay with their auntie, and they don't contribute a dime. Or going to their friend's house to stay, they will just be eating the guy's food or the girl's food, their friend's food, and they won't contribute a dime. It's bad, extremely bad. And I think if you are one of all those people doing that, you should change. It's bad, extremely bad. And also, you should form the habit of buying little things. Without little money, you have 200, 500 in your father's house. Just buy soap, buy water, or buy whatever you need to buy in the house. And also, there are kind of some level of blessings in that also, if you are a religious person, if you believe in that. And check this one out. Baby expelled from creche. Can you imagine? Well, the girl who wrote this, she said, they've expelled my neighbor's baby from creche. The 10-month-old toddler was constantly extorting other toddlers, bullying and extortion. So they expelled the baby because the 10 months was extorting and bullying other children. Honestly, I would do the same thing if I'm the person who is taking care of all those kids in that creche. You know, kids, you cannot, you don't know how to scold them, to tell them. Or there are some kids who are extremely, really active. They are active and they want to just take over everything. So kindly carry that kids to their parents in bed. We are expelling, they just expelled the 10 months old. As little as 10 months old, you have been expelled from crèche. Man, if that pikin grow up, I think his or her parents should just tell him or her that, see, as little as you were 10 years old, you were expelled. That would be mad. And check out this 16 years old who recently staged her own kidnap. The 16 years old girl staged her own kidnap with her boyfriend, demands 500K ransom. So the police in Ekiti State arrested 16 years old girl along her boyfriend, who is 20 years old, for conspiracy and self-kidnapping. According to him, she further sorry, I say the commander's spokesperson ASP Sunday in a statement in Ado-Ekiti said one Bolaji of Bawa Estate has reported at New Division Police Headquarters on Wednesday, June 16, 2021, that her sister left home for school on June 15 and did not return home. Well, this 16 years old girl collided with our friend, with our boyfriend, who is 20 years old, to fake a home kidnap. You know, kidnapping is one of all those things. If to say this thing that has to be, the society is responsible. The parents of that girl are responsible for her misbehaving like this, and the society, Nigeria as a whole, is responsible. Because you go on the news and we say that kidnappers are being paid millions of money, and the next time they're going to kidnap again. So these little kids are forming the habit, but this is where parents and other guidance have to step in and try to caution. I think they should be released and send them to a rehabilitation center to really caution them, because what they did was absolutely wrong. And check out this man, guys. This man returned money he saw at the ATM machine. They say this man here did wonders. He returned this money with the ATM card to the bank after ATM machine dispensed the money and the card without a customer in one of the bank in Sokoto. This guy really deserves an award. He returned the money he saw at the ATM card. I know some people will be like, damn, see free money made this guy go just return. Come on, sometimes not all money are free. Don't go and chop money that will hook you in the rest of your life. And to end this video, check how the video of a girl crying. I don't know who sent her any message. This girl fixed her hair and she was crying because the hair she fixed is extremely painful. But who sent you? Thank you very much for watching. It's the boy Adam Slink. I hope you enjoyed the video and try as much as possible to come back for more. Stay tuned. Bye.